All right, joyful day, everyone. So I'm going to close this out. Can everyone just breathe with me? We're going to take a collective deep breath. I know we've been sitting down for a while, so let's inhale through our nose. Big exhale slowly through our mouths. And just center ourselves. We're going to have a little fun. All right. So today we're going to explore if students from high diversity upbringing are interested in virtual reality wellness interventions. My name is LaTajah Lassus, and my research advisor is Dr. Daniel Curry. Next slide for me, lovely. Next slide for me. Next slide. Thank you. So again, my name is LaTajah Lassus. I actually got my undergrad here at Carolina University in psychology in 2022. And I clearly love CAU. You see it on me. I'm getting my master's in social work and I graduate next year. And a little bit about me is I'm very passionate about research, interventions, and policy regarding holistic health and sustainability in underserved communities. And my mission is to build projects and teams that drive impactful change all over the world. So a little bit about this research project is that it actually started for me out of a necessity. And I did create a little uproar and got a little good trouble. If you're in social work, then you know what that means. And I expressed a lot of concerns about the mental health resources here on campus. And so I decided to create a solution for my own. Next slide, please. So this study explores if college students from adverse upbringings are interested in virtual reality wellness in order to reduce escapism behaviors and manage stress. And a little bit about average childhood experiences, it's called ACES. And so it can be categorized by abuse, neglect, or growing up in a household where there was high adversity. And a little bit about the virtual reality is that I'm heavily practicing meditation, movement, music therapy, and so I incorporate that into the virtual reality wellness immersions that we do. And escapism can be defined as anything that has a negative impact on holistic health and well-being, and so that can not be limited to substance use or the consumption of social media, food, etc. As well as stress. So of course, college comes with a lot of stress as far as having the freedom and all these options you have to go down, balancing school and life, and then of course peer pressure from our communities. Next slide for me. So why is this a problem? This is a problem because when students come to college with ACES, they already have increased mental health issues. And so you can, of course, add exposure to the risky behaviors and high adversity they experienced in their childhood, plus being that they're less likely to have these coping tools to deal with these experiences and challenges, plus adding the lack of support to access stress management on college campuses can equal negative outcomes. For example, 62% of students with mental health issues drop out of college, and now they're exiting the pipeline to their success. Next slide for me. So why is this important? The significance of the study is because the retention rates in colleges are dropping. Postgraduate success is dropping. We literally have graduates that are working in retail and nightlife because they felt they couldn't apply themselves while in school. And the impact is because colleges are meant to mold the next generation of leaders. So how do we connect with these students that are so focused on surviving that they're not realizing, that they can thrive, and they have the ability to, they have the resources and tools to be able to do so. And so the uniqueness of this study is that virtual reality can be, that intervention that allows students to learn these different coping skills. Because usually when you think of virtual reality, you think of like games and things like that. But this technology is actually being used as a form of wellness, and so it's about bringing that onto the campus and leveraging that for our college students. Next slide, please. And so here's what I did. I created a study where we set up these VR stations at wellness events on campus, and we used a survey to capture the students' experience. And the first actual event that we did was in the VR lounge in the AUC library. Raise your hand if you knew we had that on campus. Yeah, there's a whole VR lounge on campus in the library, so check it out if you have a chance. And so we did it, the first thing that we did was during the high stress season, which is frightening. We all know that's a crazy season. So it was interesting to get the responses. So here's what we found out about people's interest in that. Next slide. So stress. And I asked, if you are not using any resources and support on campus, why not? Here are some of the responses. I either have a better route or I'm misinformed. They are not pushed enough as other resources offered at the campus, and I felt like I wasn't wanted in the environment. When it comes to afterwards, when they tried the VR experiences, 80% of students reported feelings of calmness after experiencing the VR. Someone also stated that after this experience, I'm in a meditative state. I feel calmer, being able to take fuller breaths and relax my body. From the serene sound, calm visuals, to the voice, it was a good experience. And so afterwards, yes, if you had access to VR wellness on campus, would you try it again? 80% of people responded yes. In conclusion, the results are students are interested in this new alternative form of relieving stress. The limitations to my study was accessing students that were not already knowledgeable about health and wellness. Since we did this study with students that were already interested in wellness, we want to make sure we're targeting students that have no idea about wellness and how to regulate so they can get these resources as well. So it's very important that we expand into a larger research project to connect with those students. And lastly, future implications is that we collaborate with all the resources on campus, all the departments on campus, so we're not limiting the impact that we can make for the school. And also scaling it into an app that is compatible with VR systems. So then we're also creating a business opportunity as well. So if you would like to get involved, here are the next steps that you can take. You can join me for the next phase of the research so we can expand and get broader in our reach. You can email me to share any resources and ideas that you may have. You know, and if you're a little busy, you don't even have time to do that, you can just give us a follow-up to stay updated on what we have going on. Next slide. And these are my references.
Any questions or concerns? Okay. Look, back up there.
Is this mic working?
Yes.
Okay. Your presentation was wonderful. Okay, your presentation was wonderful. My question is, what has been your experiences collaborating or diverging from, say, the school structures when doing your research and trying to put forth this VR wellness?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, so I was wondering how have your experiences been with collaborating with or diverging from working with school structures for the VR wellness project research you're doing?
Okay, so yes, when it comes to like collaborating with the school, one of the things that I would like to do is actually collaborate with the VR lounge in the ACES library because, you know, of course I did it independently with another organization. So being able to actually collaborate with them would of course expand it and get more reach. So I haven't done it just yet, but that's definitely in the works. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions or concerns? All right, great job. Is there